Hi everyone, this is Spencer, and I want to encourage you to enthusiastically and boldly receive an offering in the National Park worship services. It's a key component of the worship. The main reason why is it's an act of discipleship. You see, to be a disciple is to love God with all our heart, mind, and strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. And our monies represent a big piece of that. So ask enthusiastically and boldly and receive with gratitude.
Yeah. Offering is a form of worship because ultimately when we're talking about giving of our money, giving of any of our resources, really, when it comes down to what worship is, like worship is about what we treasure, what we love, what we value. And therefore, like what we pursue and give our lives to or give our resources to. And so you want to know what somebody worships, you look at like where are they giving of their resources? Like where are their resources going? And so offering is more than just, hey, give us some money. It actually is about like, man, what is it that you actually treasure? What is it that you actually value?
So what's the difference between asking for money for an offering or asking for a supportive ministry? And what you're doing in the midst of a worship service is you're inviting people into a relationship with God. We do that through the prayer and through the singing, but it's not complete until we bring something of ourselves that's really intimate to ourselves to that relationship. So when we invite people into an offering, we are not asking for money. What we are doing is inviting them into a deeper relationship with God. That's why it's so important as an act of worship to invite people into the joy of celebrating what they will offer in that time of offering.
One Sunday, only 2 people came to our service. It was a married couple, and we almost didn't take the offering because we didn't want them to feel pressured. But then we decided to continue with the service as usual. And it turns out that they had pre-written a check. They had been to a service in another park. They knew the ministry and they wanted to give again. And if we hadn't taken the offering that day, then I don't know, maybe they would have given us the check after the service. Maybe they would have just walked away. But it's always good to take the offering because it honors the way that other people worship. It may not be your preference, but it may be that others feel that way connects them with God.
So the opportunity then in asking people to give is an opportunity to be like, you're stepping into kingdom work, which has eternal value and is ultimately what our worship is about. It's about the King Jesus, right? So it actually is an opportunity to step into extreme joy. So when we ask people to give, it's like, man, it's not like, feel bad for us, give to us. It's like, man, we want you to experience extreme joy. We want you to experience extreme flourishing because you're giving your life and your resources and your money towards the greatest cause that you could, which is the kingdom of God.